Olympic Games. They did the X Games content, which that was cool, and it showed that it had at least a couple more years support. But then we haven't seen anything for it since.
Yeah,
so I think they're
dormant.
Just trying to just get a fresh start in the action sports thing with this game.
Yeah, and it looked good. You can do. There's an alpha right now that you can go and play.
It's actually a pre-alpha.
Yeah, pre-alpha, which is out today, and it goes to the 14th. So,
I apologize for anyone that's watching this live. It's been absolutely bazonkers, but
why?
Well,
I have no idea. Yeah,
okay. We'll try to fix it before the next time.
And then this was like the teasiest of teases. They gave it a release date, but pretty much nothing else. They showed the Quebec studio came out, which is the people who made Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Pretty much wanting to get this new game out now that hot off the success of what Odyssey did for them last year. Called Gods and Monsters. It's pretty much going to be more mythology stuff, especially, and it seems like it's going to be more teased in Greek mythology, I guess you can say.
Yeah, that felt...
So they're going, again, tying back into Odyssey. And they gave it a release date. It's going to be February 25th, 2020, so it's going to be those two templates. So it's going to be Ghost Recon in October, Just Dance, I guess, in November, Gods and Monsters in February, and then Watch Dogs in March. So it's going to be those 4 big games coming out. Yeah, so
I think with the Gods and Monsters thing, we've got several months before it comes out, so I'm not super worried about it. It's a totally different style than what Assassin's Creed is, but you could tell that it is something that has probably been in the works for a while.
Yeah,
for
that's
them to be able
just like the little bit they showed, like especially once they showed the character and then like interacting with like the there's like the giant like bird coming down, which is so cool looking. It was one of those I was like, yeah, this is something that they've just been keeping on like on the DL, but definitely like working on in the background for a while.
Yeah, and this game is I'll call it right now. This game is not only going to speak to like us, that like mythology. It is going to be something that is going to speak to younger kids.
I agree.
Because of the art style and everything, it won't be as violent as like an Assassin's Creed is and everything. But you'll be definitely getting like the mythology of everything. So it will probably do well if they market it right and if they put the actual work into it, which
the care.
I wonder if they'll use this to like not bring it back, but like kind of restart their Ubisoft initiative, because you remember they did Rayman, they did Valiant Hearts, they did Child of Light, those smaller games, but they had that like great quality touch to them, and that's what I kind of got that kind of feel from this game. So I wonder if they'll use this to like kind of bring that subgenre back for their catalog.
I could see this being like this is like them attempting to like test the waters with it.
Right.
See, like if it does well, then like okay, like let's try to like maybe do a little bit more, pick up some steam, and then eventually be like, hey guys, and by the way, we're bringing it back.
Right.
Yeah, because like they put out a ton under that UbiArt for a while. Like that
kind of just stopped.
Yeah, it just stopped after pretty much Valiant Hearts, which I've been enjoying that game a lot because I like the Great War. But they put a ton of Rayman games out really, really close to each other, which I think was detrimental to it. Because I really enjoyed Rayman. I know a lot of people don't, but the
Legends was great though.
Yeah, the combination of platforming and the speed and the music, like
that's what got me.
Yeah, the music was just so good in that, and how it worked with the level as a whole. So I would like to see them, incorporate that kind of stuff more. But I could see this bringing back the Ubisoft art kind of thing again. But I wonder if this is, I don't think it'll be, like a live service thing. I think it'll be a story, and then they'll do some DLC, and then they'll make another one. I think it'll be more standalone and that kind of deal. But I can see it being a continued franchise, for sure.
Well, and that's all for our coverage of Ubisoft 2019's conference.
Ubisoft.
So, but we're not done yet for today, are we?
No.
So we got one more for today. We got Square Enix conference. They are 8 p.m. Central Time. So that means our pre-show will be
7:30.
Yep, Central Time. So come back, talk nerdy with us. We look forward to seeing you guys in the chat.
Yep. This has been Zach,
Derek,
and Allie.
Have a blessed week. Beep boop.